So guys, I'm sure you're pretty interested in the title of the video, as it states how I almost died. I don't think I've ever shared this story on the internet before. I have put it in writing, I have put it in a little bit in clips in certain videos and stuff like that. I put it in my application for the Raw ambassadors, and that's one of the main reasons why I feel like I got accepted, of course. As you guys know, I am a Raw ambassador, so if you do not mind at all, go in the description and use my code MBradway1738. No, I'm just kidding. It's MBradway382. You guys are just gonna watch my leg day. I had a couple of PR attempts that I failed, but no worries, we will get this deadlift PR eventually. But another side note that was, anyways, I do not remember how old I was, nor the year. Alls I know is it was a long time ago. I would say it was between the ages of 11 to, I would say 10 through 11 years old. My parents, they were friends with this family that they've known for a long time. They knew him from work and everything. Now, this family friend, he had a quote-unquote stepson. He was just the boyfriend to the mother, and we became friends, me and this boy, from this woman that I didn't really know at the time. So I just hung out with the son a lot. One day, I decided to go spend the night. I believe it was a weekend thing. I was staying there for a couple of days, and our last day there was a point in time where I think his parents were gonna go grocery shopping, so we kind of decided to just leave. We wanted to go on a little walk. I don't remember exactly what the premise of the walk was. I don't really remember all that much from it. All I know is we left the house, we decided to walk the creek bed, I believe, and I believe we stumbled upon these railroad tracks. Now, as we're walking these railroad tracks, there's an opening, and it was like a sight I've never seen before, and I have yet to see another sight like this to this day. I'll drop a picture of what it looks like. I'll try to see if I can Google up something to see if I can find it or not. It was like a dried creek. No, not even. It was like a part of the river that was dried up. It was way bigger than a creek. It was probably 20 feet out, but there was no water at all. It was so dry. As soon as we set foot out there, it started to rain. And I'm sure you guys can put two and two together. Mud bottom river and rain starts. We didn't really think of anything of it. We were walking out, having fun, enjoying the rain, experiencing this crazy sight. And then all of a sudden, this boy, his sister, decided to run out into just farther out. And then she trips. And it almost looks like she didn't just trip. She stepped into a hole. And it all happened so fast. We both ran up, tried to help her, and I didn't even make it to her. I got stuck. What had happened was I was running, and then I fell too. But she was only up to her, ankle. I fell up to my knees, both of my legs. And the harder I fought, the quicker I went down. And I'm trying to... I can remember it very, very vividly. And I am standing on a thing of metal. And I can feel it underneath my feet. I'm standing on something. There is something on beneath the ground. There's something there. So I'm standing on it, and I'm standing on it, trying to keep my balance. And by this point, I'm up to my waist in this mud. I'm sure you guys know what quicksand is, and me as a little kid, I knew exactly what it was. So I thought this was just the New York version of quicksand, and I thought this mud was gonna be the last thing I ever seen. But it was not, fortunately. He didn't want to call the police. He called his, like I said, quote-unquote stepdad to come help us. And let me just give you guys a little insight on what his dad looks like. He wasn't a bodybuilder by all means, but he was big, he was strong, worked the same place my dad did. Can't say he's stronger than my dad. Essentially, what had really saved me was one out of three things. I would say the first thing was the structure that was beneath the mud. This metal structure. And then I would say the second factor would be his father. And then the last most key factor would be, honestly, littering. People, dirtbags who litter. Somebody, when this river was still a thing, got a flat in their tire. They threw the whole tire in this riverbed, and it just so had happened to have stayed there throughout the entire duration. We got a log, or they got a log. I was sitting there. They got a log, and his dad steps on a tire so his boots don't sink into the mud. I don't know what it was about the tire. It was helping him keep his ground. It was sticking almost. And eventually, he was fortunately able to pull me out. Now, during this time, I was a very, very unhealthy boy, I would say. I was short, overweight, very, very weak. I was not doing anything in my life except playing video games, going to school, and eating junk food, watching YouTube, and wasting my life, pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say wasting my life. I would say being a modern-day child. I played outside, I climbed trees, I had this little MP3 player that played music, and I would listen to music, like old school, like early 2000s rock music. And I would just climb trees listening to that. I was a very outdoor kind of kid, but I was never really strong. When I got home, of course, I got in trouble for nearly getting myself killed, but that was after my parents thanked him and appreciated that I was still alive that day. And then the second course of action was, Malachi, you could have almost died today, and somebody else needed to save you. You need to be able to save yourself one day, because something like this could happen and you could be alone. So, fitness, working out, used to be a punishment for me to get stronger and for me to get body weight strong. For the first 2 years of lifting, I was into calisthenics, like T25, stuff like that. And then I graduated up into the weights. It's kind of funny, actually, my first couple of years of working out, it was always with like those group personal trainer tapes, like Shaun T. And then once I got into weightlifting and I wanted to start lifting weights, my dad would train us for a little bit. And then we got this DVD set called Body Beast and put an image of it up. Oh my gosh. I wonder if you heard the bang on my audio. There was just a car who just straight up reversed into this other vehicle. I'll throw up some pictures of who runs Body Beast. I forgot his name off the top of my head. I'm sure I'll drop some text in there too. But yeah, really enjoyed working out like this. The group personal training tapes really helped me get in shape and all of that. And yeah, I'm just super grateful for the way I started out into fitness, and then it ended up losing track of my mind, and eventually I ended up falling in love with it. And just recently, about 5 years ago, I started to create my own workout programs. I used to do a lot of research. Like you guys know, I'm getting into certified personal training. I'm getting my license. I'm getting all the bells and whistles to make me a certified personal trainer. So I started making my own programs, and till this day I still make my own programs, and I'm very grateful for that because I use a lot of the old knowledge my dad taught me. I use a lot of the knowledge from Body Beast. I just used to what I had back in the day, and I am very grateful to be in the position I am in now. I run a moderately successful Etsy store. I do YouTube. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a YouTuber / business owner, and I'm very grateful to be where I am today. And I wouldn't be here without any of you guys supporting me, using my codes, and watching the videos. Even if you just watch it for a couple of seconds, it still warms my heart to see those 1 out of 10s, the 5 out of 10s, even the 8 out of 10 videos. I'm very grateful with, because like, wow, people are actually watching my videos. And back in the day when I used to post gaming videos, I never really got any views or anything like that. So yeah, I am very, very, very grateful for all of you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much my fitness why. This is why I got into what I am into today. And I'm very grateful for all of you. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.